Today, we are looking at the realities of the modern independent music business, based on the article, The Myth of Exposure and the Architecture of Ownership by Making a Scene. An independent musician can rack up 50,000 views, a spike in streams, and a short burst of TikTok virality, and still wake up with $0, no email list, and no fan database. They are bailing out their careers with likes and hearts, but the boat is still sinking. For years, promoters and platforms have dangled exposure as a valid currency. Play this show for free. Feed the algorithm. Keep grinding. But exposure by itself is not a business model. It is the unpaid intern of the music industry, always promising it knows people, but rarely bringing in actual income. You can be highly visible, constantly trending, and completely broke. If you treat attention as your only business model, you can quite literally die of exposure. The music business has always asked artists to work now and get paid later. But the old system actually had a visible ladder. Labels pushed singles to radio because terrestrial airplay was physically tied to a larger commercial machine. Hearing a song on the radio would prompt a listener to walk into a record store. That purchase registered as chart activity, which triggered better bookings and tour revenue. The system was highly gatekept, but the exposure had somewhere to go. But look at this diagram of the modern digital equivalent. It doesn't have a ladder, it has a treadmill. When a piece of content catches fire, the platform harvests the engagement, the session time, and the behavioral data to sell ads. The platform gets the financial value. The artist gets a number on a screen. This creates massive structural leakage. A viral post that doesn't send fans anywhere useful is wasted leverage. The artist simply rents a crowd for 15 seconds, and then the algorithm moves on. Spotify and TikTok are incredible discovery engines, but treating them like your home base is dangerous. They are roads, and roads are only useful if they actually lead somewhere. That destination must be an artist-owned website, not an outdated digital brochure with broken links and a forgotten contact form that was last updated during the Obama administration. This map shows the alternative. The modern site is a self-contained ecosystem. By integrating open-source tools, artists stop funneling traffic into walled gardens and start pulling fans into a space where the artist controls checkout, product offerings, and customer data. A stream pays fractions of a penny, but a fan checking out directly on an artist's site can buy a vinyl record, a concert ticket, or a private live stream pass. You stop renting attention and start owning a tangible asset. The strongest tool for maintaining that asset is the anti-algorithm, email. It doesn't have trending audio clips, but it guarantees an artist can reach their audience without asking a tech corporation for permission. This visualization illustrates how first-party data creates leverage. By collecting a first name, a zip code, and an email address, an artist can see exactly where their buyers live. They use these clusters to route shows smarter. That data feeds into a fan passport, logging a continuous history, stamping a digital record for show attendance, merch purchases, and live stream participation. A buyer who feels recognized is far more likely to return. By tracking and rewarding that loyalty, an isolated transaction becomes a quantifiable, long-term relationship. The old industry taught artists to wait around for a gatekeeper to hand them one massive lucky break. That model was basically a casino with better jackets. This diagram shows what today's working artists build instead, a revenue stack. Streaming drives discovery. Merch monetizes identity. Local shows and exclusive memberships monetize loyalty. None of these individual blocks has to carry the weight of a career because they interlock to support each other. This requires a complete shift in how the surrounding industry operates. Managers, indie labels, and venue promoters have to stop chasing empty visibility and start building systems that capture fan data at the merch table and online. Going forward, every single promotional effort has to be measured by strict criteria. Does this produce ownership, actionable data, direct revenue, or a deeper fan relationship? If it produces none of those things, it is just noise. None of this means exposure is bad. Algorithms, playlists, and viral trends are highly potent tools for discovery, as long as they function strictly as the top of a funnel. This blueprint summarizes the mandate. Capture the attention generated on rented platforms. route it immediately to an owned domain, and construct a structured ecosystem where a fan's support translates directly into the artist's income. Stop begging algorithms for crumbs. The future of the independent music industry belongs to the artists who build the infrastructure to turn attention into ownership. For more resources on building your music business architecture, read the full